Things have gone on long enough, and I think that we need to do whatever we can to make it better.
How long is this going to go on for, right? I think people in general don't know, like, this kind of seems open-ended. To me, it feels like people are being told what to do and not kind of being supported.
The way they're doing it right now, most people don't know the grade of mask that's actually going to save you from a virus, and people reusing masks is so unsanitary, that's going to spread it. So sure, people should be wearing masks, but right now people are really uneducated on how it's going, and making a blanket statement like that without any education on don't reuse your masks, you need this kind of mask. It's more about like compliance at that point. Will people actually follow what he says? And he doesn't seem to actually be concerned about the health level.
I think it's fine. I mean, it's a way of showing others that you care about them, and I think that's what this world needs right now.
As the governor pleads for Ohioans to wear masks, Larry Householder, a Republican and the Speaker of the Ohio House of Representatives, says he doesn't and will not require a mask. According to the State House News Bureau, Speaker Householder said he talked to the governor the night before his big speech, but admitted that DeWine's plea to wear a mask is not persuasive to him, adding that in many ways, wearing a mask promotes a false sense of security. What do you think about that? Joining me on set is OH Report founder Brian Skronsky, returning from vacation, and has an interesting perspective to share with us tonight. Brian, how are you?
Donnie, I am doing well. It's always sad when vacation comes to an end, but always great to come back to the Buckeye State. I flew into Columbus last night and went out on the town for a little bit. I believe they're under at least a level 4, so they're even a grade above us. And I can tell you my experience there, everybody is required to wear a mask. A lot of people even walking on the street, riding their bicycles, walking their dogs, I saw wearing masks. Certainly at the restaurants, and we went to the casino for a little bit, you are required to wear a mask anytime you are walking around the facility. The only time you can take it down is if you are eating or drinking. So when we had an opportunity to sit down for a little bit, you can pull your mask down, get a little drink, get a bite of food, but every once in a while, they will be sticklers, and they will ask you to pull it up over your nose. So I can tell you, Donnie, things are about to change here in Richland County. It's going to be a little bit different than it was before.
Now, you just got back from Denver, Colorado. How is things there with the masks?
Very, very similar, Donnie, and they're doing the same thing where it's kind of on a county-by-county basis. In Denver, very, very strict right now. Matter of fact, they are under a strict curfew where bars and restaurants are closed down at 10 p.m. Matter of fact, if you do not serve food, you cannot be open right now in Denver County. So I saw quite a few different examples that were exactly like I described last night, where when you go into an establishment, mask up over your mouth and certainly your nose too. Once you sit down and you have ordered a drink and or you have food, you may pull it down and enjoy conversation and enjoy your drink. Whereas it's completely different where my mom lives, about 4 hours west of there, up in the mountains, where they have had about 30 cases of COVID and nobody is wearing a mask anywhere. You can walk the streets, you can go into restaurants, servers don't even have on masks. So it's kind of night and day, Donnie. Had a great time out there though, and I'm going to show it all to you here coming up. I'm going to put together a beautiful video called OH Report on the Road. If you followed us on Facebook, you saw we had 5 different live videos where we hit up a gold mine in Idaho Springs. We went to Denver. We were in my hometown of Craig, saw the beautiful mountains in Steamboat, as well as Rocky Mountain National Forest. So that's a super exciting segment, Donnie, and we would like to expand that and bring it right here closer to home. OH Report on the Road is going to do a Buckeye State edition. So we are looking for the coolest treasure gems, any place that you may know of that's not necessarily known to a lot of people, we want to know about. We want to come out there and explore Ohio to find all of its beautiful value. So hit me up, Brian at OH.report. You can always find us on social media, or our awesome new political correspondent here, Donnie, you can hit him up as well, and we'll try to find the cool spots and show you folks at home where to go.
Well, Brian, welcome back. OH
Report. Still in vacation mode, Donnie. I gotta go get a cold drink.
All right, Brian.
Bro.
Welcome back. Madison local schools released their official reopening plan for the 2020-21 school year. In an OH Report exclusive, we spoke with incoming Superintendent Rob Peterson. Check it out.
We will be coming back face-to-face in the fall with our students, which was very important to us and to our community. We will be coming back August 26th. Initially, our students were expected to return on August 19th. However, we had to delay that start so we can get our teachers and staff trained and prepared for when the students do return. For those parents who are concerned about their children coming back into the school building in a face-to-face manner, we will be having an online academy for those students so that they can complete their education at home. We're excited to be able to offer those students an opportunity if their parents are concerned about them coming face-to-face. We take this responsibility of this decision very seriously. We have been in ongoing conversations since the spring in preparation for this. We received the guidelines from the governor and from the Ohio Department of Health and Ohio Department of Education. We are considering those. There's just a lot that goes into these decisions. Ultimately, we want our students back in our building to the extent possible, and we want to do that in a safe and responsible manner for everybody involved, our students, our staff, our parents, and just the community in general.
Madison schools are currently implementing the online course platform. They have enough Chromebooks ordered for every student in the district, but they do not have them in their possession at this time. More information can be found on their website at mlsd.net as to what parents and students can expect in the upcoming school year. Martin Luther King Memorial downtown Mansfield draws controversy and online posts with people saying it doesn't look like him. We recently had the chance to speak with LaTanya Palmer, the daughter of the organizers of the monument, in an interview this morning. She said the organizers of the monument, her parents, Betty Palmer Harris, who was president of the local NAACP at that time, and her late husband, Dr. Harris, recognized the need to have the presence of the civil rights icon in Mansfield and took the issue to Mansfield City Council the year 2000. The original intent was to have Bowman Street renamed to Martin Luther King Boulevard, but the Mansfield City Council declined at the time. The second option was to have Johns Park renamed after Martin Luther King, but City Council declined that idea as well. It was later decided to commission a monument which was built in 2006, and in response to the controversy regarding the monument not looking like Dr. King, the Harris Palmer family does support a community revitalization of the monument. And now from our sports room, join me in kicking it with Storm and G-Man. Take it away, guys.
Thanks, Donnie. It sure was a fun one this week. Garrett, we were at Northmore. Being a former high school football player, I can tell. What did you think?
They had a lot of guys out there. I mean, it seems like they're putting in the work for the offseason. Maybe they can make some noise, this season coming up. I know we got to Mapleton. I know you're a big soccer guy, so transition over to you.
As you can tell, I'm very into running. No, but they looked pretty good too. They looked well conditioned. They're definitely going to be well conditioned. They were even doing some foot skills when we were there a little bit later on, and just look like they're going to have a solid season overall.
As we look at next week's agenda, we have Lucas football on Monday and Hillsdale football on Thursday. It's been Storm.
And it's been Garrett. And when it comes to sports, we have all the balls. Thanks for watching. Have a nice weekend, and back to you, Donnie.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. In upcoming events, a local entrepreneur is moving Mansfield forward with his passion for sports and specifically his love for the game of basketball. Check out OH Report on Monday for an exclusive with Roy Mack, who is putting on an elite Pro-Am Summer League at Johns Park. And now our mandatory mask reminder for major retailers are as follows. July 20th for Sam's Club, Walmart, CVS, and Kohl's. July 22nd for Kroger. And August 1st for Target. You must wear your mask. But as a reminder, we are here in Richland County at level 3. That means we have to wear our mask in public regardless. Today in political theater, it's the economy, stupid, a phrase coined under former President Bill Clinton. So let's talk about that issue. It's all about the economy. Are your pockets hurting right now, or are you doing pretty good? Let's hear what both of the candidates have to say. Let's start with Joe Biden.
I'd like to just announce the spectacular news for American workers and American families and for our country as a whole. There's not been anything like this, a record-setting.
Donald Trump made history in June. More Americans were out of work in June than any June in U.S. history. More unemployment claims were filed in June than any June in U.S. history. More women were out of work. More men were out of work. More African Americans were out of work. More Hispanics were out of work. Since Donald Trump took office, almost 8 million fewer Americans are working. If Trump lost jobs were a state, it would be larger than 37 states. Donald Trump's incompetence, ignorance, and indifference has made him the most deadly job-killing president in our history. With so many losing their jobs, isn't it time Donald Trump lost his? The Lincoln Project is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Let's jump right into it and let's hear what President Trump's response is.
June. The economy added 4.8 million jobs.
4.8 million jobs.
I saw it over and over and over again that somehow blacks didn't get jobs. Well, they got 404,000 last month. I'm proud of that. It's a record number.
The trend is really good.
It's a big positive that we saw this much hiring, better than expected in the month of June.
Big numbers here in manufacturing.
The unemployment rate fell to 11.1%.
These are just very strong numbers.
Wow, these are really solid numbers.
There's no other way to look at this but as good news.
It is unequivocally good news.
We had a strong economy before. We're seeing the strength again.
It's great news for all Americans. The same tide is lifting all ships.
We're clearly in a new economic recovery.
Tell us what you think about these ads. I don't know about you, but I love good ad music. So dramatic, right? Leave us your comments right here on Facebook or YouTube. And that concludes tonight's Intelligence Brief. It's Friday. Go out, have some fun, get a couple of drinks, and don't forget your mask. Keep it right here at the OH Report, your new hub for sports, news, politics, and more. Tune in every weekday here on Facebook or on YouTube. Good night, have a good weekend, and I will see you all on Monday.